Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ has here, bringing you guys one more video on this Elite pack that I ended up picking up here yesterday, and I want to do a follow-up video since I got a lot of comments on my other videos, and a big shout out to all you guys that left comments, and especially informative ones that I didn't know about the shoes that you guys answered questions for. So first and foremost, the question that I asked, why KD did not have an Elite shoe versus the Hyperdunks. They threw in the Hyperdunks instead of the KDs, I mean. And you guys answered me with that, saying that KD had talked about only having a shoe that's under $100, and obviously these would put him in the $200 price range. I did not know KD actually had that conversation, so for me that was news, and that was great to hear, because it made perfect sense as to reason why they did not come out with Elite KD shoes. So thank you guys for leaving the comments on that. As you guys know, I am somebody that buys a lot of shoes. I appreciate sneaker culture quite a bit. But I just don't know. I don't have all of the information out there, so I like the fact that I can make videos, ask some questions, and you guys get back to me real quick. The other thing is, I did not have a one-for-one comparison. As you can see in the background, I have the highs right there, and then I have the low tops next to it as a comparison. Basically, it's not a fair comparison though, because the low tops run $25 cheaper. So I was suggesting the Hyperdunks cost $200. For the Elites, and then $100 for the regular ones, but in fact they're about $125 from what you guys said. So thank you again for that. And let's see, moving on, the Lebrons here. I'm sorry about that, getting my finger in the way. The Lebrons here, and I saw this on the shoe, and I didn't know what exactly it meant. It says full length Nike Zoom right here on the side, and so visually, I was just looking at these shoes visually comparison to the other ones, and the shoes look the same. I mean, the soles look the same. Everything looks the same on the outside. The uppers and everything look the same. But you guys helped me out again and corrected me. And I know that the materials inside for the tongue and the lining are the Nike Pro Combat or whatever it is material. And I know that's a little bit different from this type of neoprene on the old ones. It wasn't too much of a difference for me to notice it, but I know that that's how they were touting him to be different, along with the visible zoom, the full-length Nike Zoom Air. And this one versus this one does not have the full length, I guess, in it. And again, from the outside, you couldn't tell, but I like the fact that they added something there. It would have been cool if they had something clear or something on the bottom to let us know. One thing that I do miss, man, I used to love the visible Zoom Air shoes where they actually had the visible zoom. Those were pretty rad. But thank you guys for pointing that out as well. So the combat material is a little bit different in the lining, as well as the full-length zoom, and I believe the same is for the Hyperdunks from what you guys left me comments on. But bottom line is this: what do you guys think about this Elite series? Obviously, the Lebrons are the spotlight for the Elite series because of the mass overhaul of the changes. You can see again side by side changes from the LeBron 9s to the Elites. They're just totally different shoe. But if they're going to start charging $250 for every single Elite shoe out there, is that going to be okay with you guys? Are you guys going to actually pick those up? And one thing that is good as consumers, as we are, the people that are, me as somebody that's making this video, and you guys are the people that watching the video that like the shoes as well, or don't like the shoes, we can kind of control that environment of market price. And these guys right here, all of these Elites, I don't think that these are going to be selling for what Nike's wanting for them, and maybe they'll adjust the price in the future. And what I mean by that is these Kobe, the Kobe's are $200. Like, if market price doesn't command that, people will buy them for $200, and these people reselling are trying to get $180 for those or something. They're losing $20 on them already. So depending on what market price is going to be for these guys, they may have to adjust oh gosh, we got a star of the we got a star of the thing here again. Lola, what are you doing, Lola? We're trying to watch some Avenger movies downstairs to catch up before the big release next week. But what I was saying was, Lola, are you just gonna? All right, she's just gonna chill there, I guess. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, so the resellers are really going to be the ones that are going to be losing out on these, possibly if they bought these with the intent to resell. So it's kind of like a joke's on you sort of situation. The LeBrons will probably sell for $250 or close to, but the reality is if the reseller market on the LeBron, or excuse me, the Kobe's or the Hyperdunks are less, if they're $150 or $140 or whatever they are, then the actual like value of the shoe will be less. Which this is like a good thing for people that really like the shoes, because if you can get those Hyperdunks up here for less money than retail, and you really like the shoes, and they put a lot of extra quality material into those shoes, you get a higher quality material that doesn't have a lot of hype around it for a lower price than what Nike even intended. So that to me is a win for consumers. So for people that really like these shoes and you couldn't get them, or if you can't get them on retail, check online, check on eBay. I checked yesterday, and some of the prices people were selling them for were at retail or even lower than retail. So I'm just saying, keep an eye out on these guys, because they might not stay up there. I know the LeBrons have a ton of Elite series coming out, so who knows? Those might drop down to 180 as well. I mean, if we control the market. If we only want to pay 180 for a pair of LeBron Elites, and that's all people are willing to pay on eBay or wherever it might be, then that's the commanding price that those shoes are gonna uphold. Now, you have certain colorways like the South Beaches that are selling for over $600 already. So, I mean, I really want the South Beach 9s as well. But man, you know, I'm not one of those people that pay more than retail for a shoe. And some of you guys left comments in the one of my videos saying, you know, if that's like $1,000 worth of shoes, why didn't you buy like a Grail or something instead of just buying a bunch of general releases? And for me personally, I just like these shoes, and I don't pay $1,000 for shoes on the side. So. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think though about the price of these shoes, and is it going to be worth keeping these shoes at the high price of $250 and $200, or do you think Nike will maybe even adjust the prices if they continue to do something like this in the future? My thoughts are, I think that if they continue to release them at such a high price, they probably won't continue to do the Elites in anything but the LeBrons, just because they didn't really change much on the other ones other than the materials to make it a little bit more expensive. And again, it could be a great buy for those people that really like the materials, like the shoes, but just didn't want to pay the Elite price. Again, I'm really happy the fact that these did not sell out in the stores, and or you know, some of them didn't sell out in the stores, and they're easily acceptable or accessible. Should I say? I'm trying to hurry this one through. I got to do this in one shot. Any which way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I just want to do one more recap. For me personally, worth the price. But I also am looking forward to seeing what the market price holds on these guys. Just because I'm just curious to see, because this is kind of a, you know, like a little bit of a crazy idea of Nike to be able to release a set of shoes for such a high price. But I think they're fresh. I really like them. In fact, I really wish I got the white Kobe's as well. But you know, money's short. I spent a lot of money on these already, so, and the wife is kind of pissed. And I need to actually probably sell a couple other pairs of my shoes, just random ones, to make up the difference, because I spent way too much for buying these. But I couldn't pass it up, man. I got a good deal from a buddy that hooked me up, so appreciate that. Anyway, have a good one. Have the good rest of the weekend. Check back for more content. If you guys are new to my channel, you guys like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of new subscribers yesterday, so shout out to you guys for checking out my channel, and shout out to my old subscribers for still being loyal and checking out my stuff as well. So catch you guys later. Thanks again.